CEO is the acronym for Change Equals Opportunity. Well, in 2006, when I was beginning on this journey to do some work with young men, I was trying to be creative and think of something that would be catchy enough that would stick with the young men, but also professional enough to where the group was taken serious. And so just thinking about the things that needed to happen for these young men, for them to be successful, change equals opportunity.
All right, I need everybody sit down, please. I need everybody sit down. Everybody sit down. Coaches, can I see coaches, please?
So we run a basketball league called Run&Shoot High School Basketball League. And the basis is to use that as a marketing tool for C.E.O. And so use the carrot of basketball to get all the young men in the building and coerce them, if you will, to be a part of C.E.O. through that basketball piece. And once they're a part of C.E.O., the requirements of playing in the league are to commit 2 hours of community service a week and to be there an hour early to participate in your C.E.O. session. So our sessions are, they're curriculum based, and so I have a curriculum that I used. So our sessions are relationships with authority, relationships with girls, discipline, work ethic. Those are the topics, the titles, but they kind of veer and go wherever the young men take the conversation. I like it to be open-ended, and so they don't feel like they have to stick or forced to talk about the topic at hand. My philosophy is that we're never done growing, right? So I never use the word I'm a grown-up, because grown means you're done. C.E.O. is going to start a young men's book club. We're going to start a father project for our young men. The sky's the limit.
Step up and be a father, because directly or indirectly, you may not be killing your son, right? But you're putting him not in a very good predicament, right? So when he's saying all these different things, it's showing what can happen to when we have absentee fathers in our community. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that's very, very important to talk about.
Well, within C.E.O., we do our group field trips, which we just took 30 kids on the HBCU college tour to Houston. We plan on doing another one of those this summer. We just took 60 kids to go see a play called The Ballad of Emmett Till, to give them some cultural background of what men went through in the past to help them be who they are today. It goes back to the baby in the womb thing, right? They say that if a child is not nourished or show love within the first few months of birth, that it could die. And that's what we do to our kids when we don't allow them to have hope, when we strip that away from them.
I'm into a session really about, we talk about fathers, fatherhood, different things like that. I think it's a very important element to that's missing in our community. So
it's a village, and that's what I try to create with C.E.O. and with the league. Is I try to create a space that's essentially a village for us. What's missing, I believe, in our community are intellectual conversations with our youth.
How many of y'all plan on going to college? Raise your hand. All right. How many of y'all plan on playing professional basketball, football, baseball, whatever? Raise your hand. So that's the goal. I mean, if that's your goal, raise your hand. Okay. Being a doctor, lawyer, architect, professional, entrepreneur, raise your hand. Okay. So that's just about everybody. And in order to reach this level of success, one is you got to be focused. Two is you got to have ridiculous work ethic. You cannot just be average, because everybody in this room know, and some of y'all looking around like, this dude ain't going to be going to, he's not going to, and it's a reflection of their work ethic. Because everybody in here knows who can hoop. Everybody in here knows that he can hoop on 2K. On 2K, he's cold, but in the gym, I'm not picking him up. You know what I'm saying? We all know who can hoop, and it's the same thing in life. We know who does the work. We know who does the work. And some of us know that we are not doing the work.
Our daily walk, we're living examples. We have to be living examples of what it takes in terms of work ethic and dedication and commitment to not just our goals and our dreams, but in our daily work.
Coach is gonna win the game. Coach is gonna player game.
Coach is gonna win today.
Coach is gonna win that. Coaches versus players. I think actually the coaches are gonna win that game. We're gonna beat them by, I'm predicting 15, 17 points. We took the kids for granted, man. They kept on playing, man. They sped the game up. They came back.
Are you saying that some of the coaches may have ran out of gas? Is that what you're implying?
Gas was ran out in the first half, man, for some of the coaches. Challenge, but I got the lead as a coach. I mean, I'm the favorite to win it all as a coach. Let's go.
It's unacceptable. You made one shot? I didn't see that. It's unacceptable. We need 50. Excuse me, now can I ask you a question? Excuse me, don't walk away, please. What was all that talk when you ain't made one shot?
That's all right, man. I'm coming back for the players versus coaches. I didn't want to win all the trophies. If I win them all, it looks like I cheated for myself because I bought them, right?
Considering I've been doing this for a while, I won't necessarily say by myself because obviously I have volunteers that help me make this work, but to be able to finally start to have men step up and hold as much weight as I do, it's like a weight lifted off my shoulders, because I truly believe in it takes a village. I truly believe in the fact that biologically you might have a father, but community you have multiple fathers, and that's how we have to raise our kids.
I'll see what the numbers are, but we'll probably go down to about 10s in the second round. We'll eliminate a lot of them in the first round, but I need y'all help coordinating with counting and giving out balls. I'm gonna give each quarter have 3 balls. And I'll give out the balls. Each quarter I have 3 balls. I'll give out the balls. That's why I want the balls, because all these balls belong to me personally. All these balls belong to me personally.
Except for the one I'm taking home today.
They all have Run&Shoot high school basketball league written all over. Do I need to have y'all sign a contract right now? Matter of fact, y'all, I trust the kids more than I trust y'all. We bring some kids over here.
That we have a lot of adults that use our youth for their own monetary gain. And so me coming behind them to ask for support for our youth, I kind of get shunned as someone who wants to do the same thing. I believe that systems that have been put in place, our recreational system, our park board system, even our schools for that matter, feel like they're only responsible for a small piece of that. And so trying to build relationships with people who are only in it for their job is hard because I'm in it for the passion.
Tino, you here. My name, you here. Scoot over. Right there. Right there. Right there. Come on, right there. Y'all up by first. Go. Both needs to alternate with me. He's an alternate with me. All right, here's what we got. We got 3 teams of 5. We got 22 minutes. All right? We're going to go in and first. 3 to 4 minutes. Don't bust your ass. Know that in 3 minutes, you're coming off the court. So no arguments, no complaining. Do what you're going to do. All right? We're playing man-to-man, full-court defense.
That our educational system, our justice system, even our entertainment system has been set up to allow these kids to think that the road is easy. They do a great job of showing the highlights of lives and do a terrible job showing the sacrifices, the struggles, the commitments, the dedications that are made by some of these entertainers and actors and ball players to reach that level. The greatest experience is definitely seeing all of our young black youth come together every Sunday under the umbrella of C.E.O. and basketball peacefully.
So what we're gonna do, am I my brother's keeper? And on 3 y'all gonna say, yes I am. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes I am.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes I am.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes I am.
Right.
men from the league, but the men from our CEO off-site programs to participate in different events that we do. So we'll take the kids to some movies. It's basically culture, career, and college exposure is what we focus on. From the feedback that I get from the young men and even from adults that come and see the program for the first time, it's overwhelming in the sense that it's powerful, seeing all these black men, positive young black men in the same building with no negativity, having adult black men being their role models and being able to have intellectual conversations about their testimonies and what they've gone through, and for the younger men to be able to understand that they're not alone